Sanibonani guys, hi and welcome back to our channel. It's Ukucelwa and today we're doing the story of how we met. We're just gonna be speaking a bit.
My heart skips up.
A bit. Hi guys, Sanibonani, it's Ukucelwa and today we're doing the story of how we met. We're gonna speak a bit about that and just put in some clips of our engagement day. They might be a bit scruffy, they were taken with our phones, so just please forgive that a bit. So here we go.
So this is how the story goes. We met in 2013. I was doing matric that year and it was round about June, right?
Yeah, sometime mid-year, yeah.
Yeah, it was round about June because you know how when school closes for the holiday thingy, when you're in matric, you usually have extra lessons. So it was round about that time because I remember having to go to class as well. Everyone else was free.
During holidays basically, yeah.
So that's when we met. I was coming back from school, tired, looking drained, and what was it?
I was coming back from the tuck shop, I think. My family used to send me to the tuck shop all the time, so I'm sure I was coming from the tuck shop.
But you didn't have anything on you.
Probably going to buy airtime.
Yeah.
But I was always at the tuck shop though, right? Not But I was always at the tuck shop being sent to buy something. I was one of those kids like always running around. And
it's not about you. Okay. I started this. So, I was coming back from school. Before seeing you, some other guy approached me, right?
Was that Kelly? I remember. Because
calling names now.
I remember because when I was coming back from the tuck shop, you were in front, he was behind you, and I was behind the two of you guys. Not necessarily in that order, but like all planned. But it was in that fashion. She was in front, he was behind, and I was like the third person within that sequence, if I could call it that. So
he's being technical now.
Yeah.
Basically, I was there, that guy there was there, and he was there. Simple.
Yeah.
So this guy approaches me, not that I was one of those quiet kids. I still am. I was one of those quiet kids who basically didn't know anyone, and I was new to the area. I was just visiting someone. So this guy comes up to me, crusty, looking super crusty. I thought the guy was about to mug me. So my first fear was my phone. It was my phone.
Yes,
my pink BlackBerry. I was like, no, this guy, he's gonna leave with this phone. So obviously he's like, what's your name? And I gave him the wrong name. My go-to name was always Mbali. So I was like, I'm Mbali. And he's like, where you from? Like around. He's like, how come I've never seen you? I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, can I have your number? I'm like, nope, I don't have a phone. By that time it was inside, you know, the inner pockets in your blazer. So it was there, no one could see it. And then luckily, he didn't have me. So when you came, I was like, oh Lord, why? What did I do? What did I do to curse myself? And this guy comes up. Shane, you're so cute then.
Okay.
So you were.
So I'm no longer cute now.
Must we throw in a picture?
No, it's fine.
That one picture.
No. That's not the point of the video. Carry on with the story, please.
So he comes up and he also tries. You actually didn't try your luck. You just walked me and you were cracking jokes. I was like,
funny guy.
My guy. What's your problem? So you walk around cracking jokes to everyone. Okay. And luckily, you actually didn't even ask, or did you? Yeah, you asked for my number.
And you said no, and you gave me your Facebook contact.
Yeah, because he asked me for my WhatsApp number. I was like, well, I'm not on WhatsApp, I'm on BBM.
Acting all bougie. Where's BBM now? Where is BBM now?
And you didn't have a BlackBerry, so...
Yeah, guys. Guys, I was one of those kids, like, you know, I had that Nokia phone, like, with the basic mixes, WhatsApp, those buttons, like, always clicking away, so...
But it was a strategy. I knew you had Nokia. You took out your phone. So that's why I was like, no, I don't have WhatsApp, I have BBM only, which was true, because I didn't have WhatsApp at the time.
But you could have downloaded BBM.
Downloaded BBM how? When I have BBM?
I mean WhatsApp.
For you. Put them done.
Okay.
Acting special. So, I gave my Facebook contact because that was the only mutual platform. And after that, yeah, we went our separate ways. And that was...
Not really.
No, then you added me, I mean like on that day.
Yeah, but then you like chat in between because you were there for like a month.
No, I'm saying that day, the first day we met. After me giving you my Facebook contact.
Oh yeah, that day, yeah, we went our separate ways that day, yeah.
And then you added me because obviously, yeah. And then yeah, there's those few chats and...
Few chats? You call it few chats? Guys, if you could see the messages, it's like tons and tons and tons. It's like bucket loads of messages. It's not just a few chats.
It was a few chats. And then I'd ask you to come fetch me from the bus stop because I didn't want that other random dude who I thought was going to mag me to actually come and mag me this time around. And I'd ask you to bring an umbrella when it was too hot for me, and you would.
Yeah, so at first it's like, you know, let me just play the long game, you know, put in the hours, score some points. And I did because it worked, and look where I am now.
Eventually.
Yeah, that's besides the point. And
remember that one time, it was late. It was late, and I remember my cousin was already asleep, and that time he called me outside.
oh yeah, that's yo guys, like, you know, like being a teenager is so hard, you know, like you've got hormones raging. You want to do things, but you don't have a place to do things.
No. Don't put it that way. It wasn't. Now you're making it sound as if it was deep things.
Okay, being a teenager is so hard. You have things to do, but you won't do the things you want to do.
It still does. He doesn't mean that. Not what you're thinking. So, it was late. Around about 7. Yeah.
7, 8-ish, somewhere there.
He was like, come outside. I'm like... At this time, my guy, are you serious? And luckily I got an excuse to go outside and it was freezing cold. So obviously I went outside with my fleece and the guy standing there. And once again, small talk, those jokes. He was the Trevor Noah at the time. He had jokes for days. Okay. Yeah, now he just has insults for days, but...
They're jokes. People take them the wrong way. They're meant to be jokes. People take them the wrong way. That's the problem.
But yeah, so I went outside. We had a few minutes. It wasn't even an hour.
Yeah, it wasn't really long.
Because I couldn't stay for too long. What if someone saw that I wasn't there? And then I was like, okay, dude, I need to go now. Because I had school the following day, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had school the following day. I was like, bye, kid. It was nice seeing you. Now I need to go. And he's like, oh, man is on I'm like, which other way can I go?
You don't just leave like that.
I'm gonna take my
Not
piece.
in the hood. You don't just
and
leave
I'm gonna
like that. Not in the hood.
And he just leaned in for a kiss randomly.
And you kissed me back. Say that part as well. Tell the people.
Explain this kiss me back thing.
You kissed me back. You participated actively. When I kissed you, you kissed me back. You participated actively.
But, and then you tried your luck, officially. And I'm like, no, not yet, not ready.
Yeah, and yeah, it was a no. A no.
That's 2013, hey?
Yeah.
And literally, after that, it was done.
Yeah.
Converse stopped after that.
Yeah, because you left. That's
and that
why
was
you moved
round about
elsewhere.
July. Yeah, July. Ended 1 month, done. We gone, done. And then the following year, May, early May, I was at
Umlazi
Yeah.
City at Spa. So I was there with my older sister, with your grand, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Because we were going to visit my cousin who was pregnant, and we went to KFC. You know how black families, if you go visit another family, you need to bring something, and that something is usually KFC.
yeah,
So KFC, we ordered like those feast things, and it didn't come with the cool drink, and the cool drink was 20 some odd rand. Think back to 2014, that was a hell of a lot
yeah.
for just 2 liter. So my grand was just like, no, we're not doing it, just quickly run inside and go to Spar and buy it there, and then we can leave after that. As I'm walking by the fruit pot before you get to the actual drinks, here's this guy again. As I was getting excited, I'm like, how, this guy's still alive? And then he also sees me and he comes in, nice hike, and I see his sister. At the time, it didn't click to me that it was his sister. It didn't click. And she had the meanest look on her face. I was like, yo, it's his girlfriend. Nanajan, it's his girlfriend. And then literally it was just like a hi, how are you doing? You still alive type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And okay, fine, I need to go now. Let me go pay. Even the paying part was awkward because they were in the till right next to me, and his sister still had that mean look. As like, who are you? Who are you? Why are you looking at us as if you know us? You know. And then we left, and then that's when the conversation sort of picked up.
It didn't pick up. I picked it up.
It picked up.
Guys, let's call a spade a spade. It didn't just pick up randomly out of thin air. I picked it up because I remember that day I texted you like later on, like I think in the evening, like 8ish, 7ish, same day, saying it was great to see you.
It was
then it just took off from there. So, and then what happened from there?
From there it was literally the convo thing, and that lasted up until July. So from mid-May to July.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of July, the conversations were crazy then.
Yeah, I was playing the long game. I was playing the long game. Yeah.
Literally, the conversations would end at
like 2 a.m.
Yeah,
2 a.m.
which was really late given the age we were in at the time.
Yeah, and I had school every day, so imagine like having to sleep at 2 a.m., wake up maybe at about 6ish a.m., 5ish a.m. to obviously get ready for school because
and shame you asleep away.
Exactly, I love my sleep, guys. I sleep at 12 hours straight.
For 10 hours.
So yeah, I'd have to like sleep late just to play the long game, wake up for school and whatnot. So it was hard times getting in there, but yeah, I eventually.
No.
I played the long game. Yeah, I'm now, aren't I?
Anyway, and then you are July 30.
29th.
The 30th.
29th.
Now we're going to argue about this. July the 30th, according to Leila, who knows what's going on. On the 30th, during the day, evening, somehow, very slyly, he's basically like, so, how did that convo start? But I remember you're like, so, what are you saying about it? Or something along those lines. It wasn't like, will you be my girlfriend? It wasn't.
Yeah, but I've always been like a wordsmith of some sort. So I was, as I said, I have been playing the long games. Even there, I really was like crafty in my word usage, and I found a way to like get my point across after many weeks of.
Guys, this time, man, what happened to those big words?
People don't care about that. They don't care.
What happens to those big words you used to throw?
That was, guys, so when we were like texting and stuff, because she was like, wait. When we were texting her like, I want to do my PhD in English, I was like, yo, PhD in English, can you imagine someone who wants to do a PhD in English? The English must be damn good. I was like, okay, I'm going to use me some big words, like have those politics sentences with like really long words, really big words, really like confusing words. And yeah, I was as I said, guys, I was playing the long game, getting in my points, you know, like thinking ahead. So I use those big words, have those big sentences, so you could like be on the same wavelength as me because you want to do your PhD in English. That's why.
So we decided to use Oma Bomba on it.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, and
And
there
then I was
are.
like, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna sleep
You
on
didn't
it.
think about it.
Well, I wasn't just gonna say, yeah,
You
sure.
did.
No.
You didn't say
I
short
responded, no. I responded late, and then you saw it in the morning when you were preparing to go to school.
But nonetheless, you responded immediately just because I
No,
was asleep.
it wasn't immediate.
No.
I thought about it.
Me being asleep doesn't delay the response.
No, I thought about it.
Okay then.
And then I
Yeah.
only responded, and then the 31st, we literally started dating.
Mm.
Yeah, 2014.
And then from there on, it's just been like a roller coaster, really.
Yeah, sometimes irritates the
Yeah.
life out of me.
Then, immediately when she says, okay, I'll be your girlfriend, she throws a spanner in the works.
No, it wasn't immediate.
It was like a week after.
No.
It was like within, we can check the
It was
chats
21
now.
days later. 21
Irrespective.
days later. 3 weeks.
Imagine your relationship is 21 days old. You imagine now. 21 days old and someone says, I have to leave for Cape Town, or I'm leaving for Cape Town. Did you apply to study in Cape Town? I'm like, I'm gonna study UNISA and work. I'm black. Why would I wanna go to Cape Town just to study? There's UNISA for that. Study at UNISA, work, make money, push your goals on the other side. It balances out, it's perfect.
The worst thing was that you didn't even know, like, Ukwenza, when he thought of Cape Town, it was literally UCT, Stellenbosch.
Imagine your relationship is what, 26 years old?
Counting the days.
And someone says, listen, I applied to go to Cape Town. Did you apply to go to Cape Town? I'm thinking, I'm black. Why should I apply to go to Cape Town to study? There's UNISA for that. And she's like, I might be going to Cape Town, and she's actually going to Cape Town. And I'm thinking, oh, what does this mean for a relationship? It's only 26 years old. And I'm thinking, okay, you're going to Cape Town, is it UCT, Stellenbosch, and it turns out to be
UWC.
Yep. And I didn't actually know about or even hear of it or.
But his reaction is actually really cute. Because it was like, oh, okay, you're going to Cape Town, sharp. I think he thought along the way I was going to say, I know Ngadlala, I'm not going anywhere, I just wanted to see what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But no, I was serious. And then after that, it was my birthday. We played it safe as if nothing was happening. We actually didn't even speak about
Yeah,
it
we ignored it.
that much. Only up until December, when we realized that come January, end of January, I was going.
Yeah.
That's when it was like, Aibo,
It's actually
what's going to happen now?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then January came, I had to go. Did you think?
I didn't study that year because funds, guys, you know how it is.
Did you take me to the thing?
No, I didn't. It was your grad.
Only.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the
you were
paper
working.
guy. I was
You were
working.
So
Yeah.
I had to leave without saying bye.
Yeah, so you can imagine, you've been together for less than a year, now you leave, and I don't see the day you leave. So it was pretty hectic, because I started working the day I got my matric results.
Early Jan. And then I left towards the end, the last week of Jan.
Yeah.
No, before that, so it was a week after you got your results, so you had just started working. Obviously, you just couldn't come. And plus, my grandmother was there. And it was very early days for you to be just pitching.
Yeah.
So, and then I left, came back during June. No. Came back for Easter.
And
And then saw you for a bit. And then left again.
Because you were back for like a week or something. Yeah.
Came back in June, left. September didn't come back. Because that's when he had moved most.
Oh, yes.
So I didn't come back in September. Came back in November because we had the Christmas 4th thing. Came back for November for a week. Came back to Cape Town to write one paper, only to find out that exams have been cancelled because of the Christmas 4. Then I had to go back home full time for the following year.
Yeah.
And during that period, somehow you said you wanted to also apply to UWC. And obviously I was happy.
Yeah.
It was the best plan ever.
Yeah, and yeah, I applied, luckily I got accepted. And yeah, I moved or came to WC in 2016.
Joined in the
And
one of those universities.
yeah, the University of the Left.
And after that it was an issue, well, it was an issue adjusting to seeing you all the time, because at first it was seeing you once a week, and then it was the long distance thing, and then now you're just in front of me all the time.
Yeah.
So obviously we had to adjust, get used to the situation, and fast track to this year.
This year, Jan.
Yeah, no, it starts last year when you had to send
The letter.
So what basically happened is that we decided that it's gonna happen, because you can't really surprise someone with something like this, because I needed to notify my family. So I think we spoke about this round about September, and then I called my grandmother, and she was happy. She adores him, so she was happy. Needed to work around finding a date that would accommodate everyone who would be involved, and we tried November, couldn't work. December's busy, and we weren't going home in December, so the best time was January. And before that, the letter had to be sent to my family, my uncle, and that was drama on its own. But luckily it got there, everything went well, and then I had to go home mid-January.
Yeah,
Mid-January to start the preps and meet with the family, just to go over what's happening, who's doing what and stuff like that. And then you came over on the 28th.
Yeah, I arrived on the Friday morning. So I flew in on Cape Town to Durban. I flew into Durban on Friday morning, and I flew out on Sunday morning, and I was working on Sunday afternoon, so it was hectic.
Bumper to bumper. so yeah, and then it was engagement. I mean,
the traditional parts where like my uncles did their thing with your uncles.
They got there at 5:30.
Yeah, they were there early.
So literally I didn't sleep.
And your uncles made my uncles wait. It rained, it poured.
It poured blessings, baby. Blessings.
Blessings of waiting.
Blessings. How? It poured blessings.
Yeah.
And then, but luckily, after that whole entire glitch and the emotions and the drama, everything went well.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't supposed to come in, like inside the yard, because it was just for his uncles. But then an exception was made at the cost of what bottle was it?
Jane B, I think, yeah.
Yeah, he had to pay a small fee, so that he could come in. And when I heard he was there, obviously I went to say hi, but it wasn't going to be like, oh, hi baby. It was just like, oh, he's there, you know. And then somehow I heard my grand call me saying that his sister was there to fetch me to go outside. I don't know much of the nitty-gritties when it comes to traditional affairs, so I don't know why I'm being called outside. Maybe it's to say hi and bye, you don't know, right? So I went there, and my grand was like, he's a proposal. So literally, and the ring story, I sent him the image of the ring that I liked, and I told him where he could find it, how much it cost, like literally everything about the ring. The only thing I didn't know was the size, and obviously when he decided to propose, because I seriously thought it was going to be something where it was just going to be you and I.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would happen that day, but then the day before, when I told him that I was going to do my nails, he was like, why are you doing your nails? It's too early, it's not that occasion. I was like, this is going to be talking about. He's trying to launch me. So I had it in me that maybe, but given that the uncles were there, I didn't think it was.
It would happen.
Literally, my family was there.
Yeah.
So I didn't think it was going to happen that day. It was really cute, as much as Granzo, she told me before. But it was still very, very special and cute. We're going to try add a few pictures. If the video is of good quality, we'll try add it, but we'll just throw in a picture.
No, we're going to throw in some video. We did say that the beginning is going to be of poor quality as recorded on our phones, so it's going to be a bit bad, but we're going to try and adjust the sound just to, you know, for the good of your ears. But just for you guys to like get a glimpse of what actually happened and went down. It was a rainy day, so it was really like wet and soaky. But we're just going to throw in a small clip for you guys to see that and how that actually went.
Yeah, so basically that's it in that regards. In terms of going forward, we still, obviously, traditional affairs has to go through with family. In terms of a white wedding, I'm not sure if I feel inclined to it. We're just taking it day by day and deciding as we go.
Yeah, so we're still getting our things together for now, like our finances and planning like our next moves and stuff, and just planning ahead so that when we decide to do something, we can actually do it well and not have any problems. And
not do half-baked things.
Yeah. So just go all the way with our things.
So basically that's it.
Yeah.
That's how we met, all up until the engagement. If there's anything specific that you'd want to know, maybe if you want a video on the traditional affairs on its own, we could do that and go more in detail with it, the long distance, if there's anything specific.
Yeah, maybe adjusting from when I moved to Cape Town, long distance, specifics about the traditional affairs, or whatever you wish to know really, just feel free to comment down below and let us know what you want to know.
We'll see if we can do a video on it and answer you. If it's something
that can constitute a video, then
we would. If it's something that we can just answer,
we're going to reply to your comment.
So that's it.
Besides that, thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe, share the video, and to comment down below.
And to like this video if you like.
Please.
Give it a thumbs up. Thumbs
up. We need those thumbs up, guys. Please give it a thumbs up. And we're going to leave our links to Instagram down below. Yeah, so thank you for watching, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Sandibonga ukuthi nonke ukwazi ukuthi nifike ukuthi niphumelele. Ngicabanga ukuthi ngoba nonke nila benazi ukuthi namhlanje ngiqalile ukuthi nami ngizame ngisotshontsha ekhaya ngathi ukungena nje kancane nami nginakho. Kuleso sithembiso ebengisenzile ngisengibethe ngingena ngaso. Bengithanda ukuthi futhi ngiphinde ngiqinise phezukwawo. Khona noma bezothi bebona abantu noma babona ukuthi cha yafika lensizwe, yafika iphethe nayo. Phezukwa lelo gama lelo. Bengicela ukwenza kanje.
Akishimanga wena kwashimisa.
Washimisa.